Alright, I got some reinforcement with my New Year's resolution while doing some tutoring earlier today. My resolution at the beginning of 2020 was to normalize my relationship with food. And I recognize that even though it's a New Year's resolution, it's something that we all have to pay attention to all around us, right? And not just with food, but our relationship with just about anyone else or anything else is something that can always use some adjustments. Now, early on in the pandemic, I believe it was last April or maybe May, I discovered a rule I needed to set for myself, which is no eating while working. And the reason I discovered this was because I was doing some tutoring. It was obviously over Zoom. This was only a few months into the pandemic. And for whatever reason, I decided to sneak some food. I think I might have turned my camera away and put something in my mouth, and it did not go well. I didn't sound right, and also the food didn't taste right either. I discovered how difficult it is to try to speak and eat at the same time. And obviously my students could tell things were off. I was embarrassed about it, and that's when I decided to make the rule that I won't eat at work. Now, in September, we went back to the office. Seattle had gone into phase 2 temporarily. We're in phase 3 now, but we still haven't gone back to the office because we want to be a little bit more safe now this time around. But I made it a rule to never bring any food into the office, and I really liked it because after a few weeks into the phase 2, I quickly discovered that I was no longer having cravings while in the office. I had dissociated working with eating, and I really liked it. And my coworkers would offer me food, and I just say I don't eat in the office anymore, and I left it at that. I've learned not to try to explain too much. Okay, now fast forward a few months later. Last night, I was earlier today, I was working with my client, and he's munching on something. He turns his camera off because he's probably embarrassed about it as well. And he had trouble hearing me, and I had to repeat a few things a couple times. And I so badly wanted to tell him that maybe his munchies are a little bit more distracting than he believes it is. But I remembered how I felt in the past when others pointed that out. So I let him finish that lesson, and then I sent him an email. Now, after that lesson, I was teaching physics. I wanted to observe another tutor who was teaching him world history. I wanted to observe that a little bit. I hope to expand my area of teaching in the future. So I was watching him with the other tutor, and he took my advice to heart. Now, what's really disheartening is that I've watched him with other tutors before. That wasn't the only time. And the attitude difference. He never turns his camera off with the other tutor. There's a lot less distractions. And so I'll have to think about a way to point this out. But it quickly made me realize that the more you can dissociate activities, the more you can focus on them, right? If you stop eating in the office, you stop having cravings in the office. And what's really nice is that when we go back to the tutoring center, I don't know for how long, but I hope for a good long time, we continue to wear a mask. Because, first of all, it will make it easier for me to excuse myself from eating. That's probably what helped back in last fall. And second, the students won't be eating. And aside from distraction problems, I also have allergies. And actually, when I first heard about social distancing, I was excited because I realized that, oh my god, this is really going to help with my allergies too. And so that is nice. I hope if we continue to wear a mask and social distance for another year, it won't, the barrier for telling people, hey, maybe we shouldn't be eating at the tutoring center probably will go down quite a bit. And I hope we can set some boundaries there. Anyways, I got a little bit reinforcement, and you have to ask yourself, because after all, we spend a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy into eating. I want you to enjoy your food. I don't want your food to be enjoying you. Thanks for watching.